Up. Anyways, you may be wondering, okay, why didn't I post the video whenever I actually obtained the Nightmare Fredbear? That's just because, I was busy playing games. That one thing I figured out about Nightmare Fredbear is that he is overpowered, and literally is made for a mono-type team. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that, if you were to go to his passives, go to read Feeding the Fear, all dark units gain 10% extra damage and 10% more range. That bonus gets increased by an extra 10% per dark unit on your team. So basically, super buff. Plus, each attack from it grants 1 stack of fear. Every stack increases cooldown by 0.5, which lowers cooldown, and increases damage by 5%. And there's a max of 10 stacks, and upon reaching max fear, activates Darkest Eclipse, swaps to Nightmare for 30 seconds, and unleash a powerful wave of darkness, slowing all enemies by 25%, applying death. And when attacking a slowed enemy, deal 125 more damage. Oh yeah! Which, by the way, if you were to go to Hades' Bonnie's passive, if I can actually click on him. Anyways, it says, if Hades' Bonnie hits an enemy that's afflicted with a negative debuff, aka slowing, burning, poison, stuff like that, you will follow up with an AoE attack that deals 100% or 2 times his damage in full AoE, and reapplies the effects that I already had on it. This attack also executes enemies under 5% HP if afflicted with death. Which, by the way, Nightmare Fredbear has both negative effect and death when its passive is done. Also, I have noticed one of his scythes is red and one of them is purple. But they are both connected to the gigantic hands. Also, amazing, if I were to hover over him while he's Nightmare Fredbear, nothing much changes, but if you were to hover over him as Nightmare, you can see his endoskeleton. Which, did I forget to mention? Literally every single unit in this game has a fully modeled endoskeleton. Inside of them. Which is very nice. Anyways.
Explain calamity unfold, decreeing the ultimate nightmare of our sorrow.
Oh yeah, did I forget to mention Nightmare has an active ability, Nightmare's Cry. Stun all enemies and increase allied unit cooldown by 75, which I'm really guessing it means lower. Or for 10%. Does not include itself. During this time, Nightmare Fredbear can attack anywhere on the map, and deal 1% to 75% damage based off of the distance from the unit. That was Shadow. Over here. That's just with Shadow and the super buff from a full team of dark units. Yeah, pretty insane. Pretty much saying that Nightmare Fredbear is the GOAT monotype endless. In fact, you don't even need to use the team I'm using. I've only recommend using two out of the 5 dark type units I'm using, which is Sparky for your starter, and Hades Bonnie for its passive. Well, Hades Bonnie does have good stats. Its passive is just insane. And speaking that, it directly combos with Nightmare Fredbear's second passive, which it can gain relatively fast. Also, did I forget to mention they added soul summoning? Okay, soul summoning. Pretty much what it does, it's the exact same thing that it did in FNTD1. That is give you units from event. I mean, not event. From older seasons. For example, let's see if you were to summon the Epic and the Soul Summon, which only costs about 10 souls to summon. Let's see if you would summon Mangle. No, not the Nightmare unit Mangle, the Pet Mangle for Season 1. Also, I'm not too sure, but one thing I want them to do is re-add the old secrets. Re-add the old secrets by putting them in a summon. And then what they have to with an extremely rare chance. Because otherwise, most of the time it's just gonna be the regular summon secret. Well, that would cause just like a bunch of chaos and values to drop. But it would still be a very good and funny thing to see. Anyways, you may be wondering, why am I making a video on Nightmare Fredbear? Shouldn't I have already made a video about OMC? Just a quick note. I don't have OMC yet, but I'm close. I just need, like, I forgot how many. But anyways, and when I'm hoping I can get, two of the secret units like I did last season. Last season I managed to get 2 phantom mangles. But anyways, this season, the topic is much easier to evolve. Well, technically evolve, but it's crafting the Nightmare unit. Anyways, I still haven't gotten that content creator role inside of into Discord tab. Anyways, maybe hashtag FNCD2 would work or something. I don't know. Most of my videos here are tower defense, and most of them are FNTD videos. Still, I'm still gonna try and do what I promised on the fresh start video. Which is 2 tower defense videos, 1 video that will either be asymmetrical horror, or FNAF, or Team Fortress 2. Though I do also have to manage up with school and stuff. Because sometimes whenever YouTubers take breaks, sometimes they're young and still have to mix up their channel with their school.
Experience our domain.
Which, I still have to do that, though I am gonna be locked in on school. Because I'm already passing all my classes. Anyways, enough about me. You can just see it. Oh, they added the illusion of deterioration. Also, I did take a look at all the nightmare unit stats, and they're not really worth showing off, except for a single one. Nightmare BB. Also, one thing I do gotta say is that they completely forgot to add Plush Trap. Plush Trap is not in the season. Oh wait, no, never mind, I just remembered. Plush Trap is in the season pass. I almost forgot about him. Nightmare Yawn, which was previously in FNTD1, the season unit, the season Nightmare, which literally everyone used because it was very powerful, high damage, full AoE. Also fast spin. And the Crying Child is close to what he was. The Crying Child used in FNTD1 was an exclusive aka bi-weekly unit. In this one, he's a Robux unit for the season. Honestly, it's still sad that they aren't giving us like a coin alternative to buying them.
All of our pain and all of our sorrow.
There's like, hold up, what is this? Hold up, let me take a look. Oh, it's water. One thing I really like about FNTD is how good the lighting is. Anyways. Only one? It's over wave 100 and I only got one of these? Are we being for real? Also, with the team I was previously using which you all probably know if you watched like one of my past FNTD2 videos, yes, only got me to a little bit before wave 100 or something. Anyways, one thing I have to say is that getting Nightmare Fredbear is way easier than getting Springtrap. Because guess how hard it was getting Springtrap? Pretty hard. Because, wanna know how you got him? Basically, you, you took you took a present, have to open 1,000 of them just to pull a single phantom mangle, slap a bunch of food in its face, getting it to level 60. That was the hardest quest in the game. That was the hardest quest, you had. But anyways, you may be thinking, oh, isn't OMC he's the hardest hero to get? It used to be. It's not anymore thanks to clan rewards.
Of all of our pain and all of our sorrow.
Nightmare already. Oh. Damn. First time making it past with 115. Will technically be 110 boss. But, The original 110 boss was not even that one. It was actually a JG boss from the Halloween event. Also, for some reason, they decided to remove Scarecrow Freddy and the Deadeye Freddy from this one, and they decided to replace it with Zombie Chica. And what was that one? I need to see its name on. Huge Foxy again.
Experience our domain of all of our pain and all of our sorrow.
Not gonna lie. One thing that would have been funny is if they straight up just gave this. If, whenever Nightmare Fredbear activated his ability, it would have been funny if they just straight up just gave him. Just like. A bunch of 9s for his range. But anyways, time to die! Also, you may be wondering, what is one of the easiest what is one of the easiest ways to complete eat the regular battle pass? And that way is what is this? What? Isn't this supposed to be the clean print thing? I mean, occasionally people will ask questions like, what is the easiest way to finish this battle pass? Yes, that you can do for free. Straight up just the AFK chamber. Trust me. If you have to go offline for a very long time, just use the old reliable AFK chamber. Trust me, it works. I was really hoping to get a nightmare from that one. Anyways, I just realized this present is based off the locked box. Also, um, yeah, I have this much rank coins. Also, one thing I forgot to mention is that if you were to go to the rewards for the Season 1 present, it doesn't show the pets, it shows the units, but if you were to go ahead and do this, it would just give you the pet. The thing is, you can save your presents. Just, oh my god. Okay. My precious. Can I get... Do we have enough to get the Leviathan mangle? Please tell me I have enough. Why isn't it auto-selling the Nightmare Rendos now? At least give me a shiny Nightmare Rendo. Thing. Well, oh, I got a shiny Nightmare Foxy. How did I not notice I got him? Anyways, this is mass deletion. Also, I think I might know which one the round is on. Yep, I knew it. He's fire. They decided to base him off the FNTD1 version where he uses a flamethrower. Nice job, Freddy. Shiny Nightmare Miranda, let's go. Let's. Why are they calling Leviathan Mangle Nightmare Mangle? That model's clearly based off of the Leviathan Mangle from. Anyways. Dark type? Yeah, dark type. Okay, why are they using the Leviathan Mangle color scheme though? Small AoE! Static Cry. Once it's activated, both of Nightmare Mangle's heads produces a static scream at enemies, cone. For the duration of the scream, Nightmare Mangle does no damage but stuns the enemies for 3 seconds and it lasts 7 seconds. That's actually half decent, because technically that can combine with this guy. That can combine with Hades' Bonnie too. Is it worth replacing my shiny Shadow Freddy with? Shiny Shadow Freddy has more DPS, but can't stun, and the lower cooldown kind of matters. Plus, we have no idea. I have no idea how many upgrades this guy got. So, oh my god! I rolled vengeance. Let's go. I lag. He's Soul Summon Banner. You can see the pet is here, but for some reason so far hasn't shown. Probably get some food to level it up a bit. Anyways, Nightmare Mangle is very good based off the stats. Well, the current stats. I mean, it's already matching. I just rolled Vengeance, and it's pretty much already matching up to Shiny Shadow Freddy's damage. So yeah. Also, I got the 440th Nightmare Mangle. Nice. Okay, ain't no way that's true. Because before I got this, I saw a Medicine, Dinosaur, and a few other people all post videos about Nightmare Fredbear. Yes. I do got Nightmare BB, which deals 15% more damage to enemies in the outer 50% of its range, which is pretty good. Also, 808's only 32 exist. But anyways, I also don't think that's worth replacing anyone on my team right now. Because right now my team is good, and plus it can do very well in boss raids. Well, I do need to wait 17 hours. Whereas for the collective, also, the collective ones are so overpowered. Well, that's all for this video. See ya. Also, I really need to get some sleep. It's like 1 a.m. right now. Almost 1:30. So, see ya. We